Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name's Suji, this is my brother Sujan, and we are from Letchworth in Hertfordshire.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Sue, this is Roger, my partner, and we live in Newcastle.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is my friend Natalie, and we're from Bromley in Kent.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi there, my name's Michael, and I live in South London, and this is my daughter Holly, and she lives in Aberystwyth in Wales.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. Warm welcome to Pointless. Great to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. I hope he's sitting comfortably over there, given we've just got matching Pointless trophy tattoos on our bottoms. It's my Pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Two returning pairs. Welcome back, Holly and Michael. Not taking round one. Holly went for a risk. Didn't pay off, as these things sometimes don't, but hopefully you'll see more of you this time. Suji and Sujan knocked out in round two as well. And then what a final we had.
Oh.
John and Jesse on Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Gave us two pointless answers, walked away with £3,750. Very well-deserved win, wasn't it?
Very satisfying. And poetic, in fact.
Yeah, poetic.
Poetic.
Yeah, talking of poetic.
Oh, yeah, go on.
We had poems in our first round.
Get out of here.
Can you do a
Seriously.
sort of poems?
Sort of poems.
Yeah.
Is it our haiku friend?
Maybe.
Oh, I hope so.
Maybe we have haikus in round
That'd be
one.
nice. OK, good stuff. Well, John and Jesse, as you gathered, won the jackpot, which means we're starting off today's jackpot back at £1,000, which I always like. Just takes the pressure off. I think everyone's always a bit more relaxed when it's £1,000. Everyone prefers
They
that.
look happy, certainly.
Yes, they certainly do. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. You know this, but I'm just going to reiterate it because I have to. The pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated, so keep your scores low and you'll be fine. No conferring till we get to the head-to-head, of course. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is US politics. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns US presidents in haiku.
Yeah, on each board you're going to see 7 clues to US presidents. They will all take the form of haikus, which are the Japanese poems that are 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. But who are these US presidents? Please, 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 in all, to have a go at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So, we are looking for the US presidents described by these haikus. And here is our first board of 7. We have got middle name Milhouse, the only one to resign thanks to Watergate. During World War I, he came up with 14 points to bring about peace. Often on Twitter, married to Melania, dad to Ivanka. First Catholic one, faced Cuban Missile Crisis, shot dead in Dallas. Drafted Bill of Rights, referred to as father of the Constitution. He was nicknamed Ike, was a 5-star general during World War II. And the first president you'll see his face on quarters and $1 bills. I'll read those all again. Middle name Milhouse, the only one to resign thanks to Watergate. During World War I, he came up with 14 points to bring about peace. Often on Twitter, married to Melania, dad to Ivanka. First Catholic one, faced Cuban Missile Crisis, shot dead in Dallas. Drafted Bill of Rights, referred to as father of the Constitution. He was nicknamed Ike, was a 5-star general during World War II. And the first president you'll see his face on quarters and $1 bills. There we are. Sujan, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Sujan.
So, yeah, I'm a 4th-year chemical engineering student at the University of Surrey.
What do you do when you're not doing the chemical engineering?
So, me and my friends, we're into sports. So, we watch football, boxing, we play badminton when we have spare time.
We watch, I noticed. This is a sedentary sport enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to play football a little bit. I prefer watching it to playing it.
Quite right, as it should be. Now, Sujan, what are you going to go for? Who, I should say. Whom are you going to go for?
I know a few, but they all seem quite obvious. I'm going to have to go with maybe the least obvious ones of the ones I think I know. I'm going to go with Kennedy for the Catholic one shot dead in Dallas.
OK, the middle one. Kennedy says Sujan. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Kennedy. JFK is right. Down it goes to 40. Not bad. Off to a solid start. 40 for John F. Kennedy.
Solid start, Sujan. Yeah, John F. Kennedy, the F standing for Fitzgerald, which was his mother's maiden name.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Sue, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Sue.
I'm a senior lecturer at Northumbria University in Newcastle, and I train students to become primary school teachers. So for 30 years, I was a primary school teacher myself and a head in 8 different countries, England included, and I've come back to England to train.
What was the furthest flung of all the places you've taught in?
Seoul in South Korea.
Wow, how long were you there?
3 years.
Nice to know that there are sort of little pockets of Sue-educated people all around the world.
Yeah.
That's lovely. OK, now, Sue, our haikus of presents. What are you going to go for?
Yes, I'm kind of trying to avoid the obvious, but not trying to get one wrong. I think I'll go with Eisenhower, for he was nicknamed Ike.
OK, Ike. Eisenhower. There we are, the 5-star general. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Eisenhower. Eisenhower is right. 40 is the only score we have so far, and you pass it. Down we go to 21. Very good indeed. 21 for Eisenhower.
Yeah, 53 to 61, Republican President Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Thank you. Now, Natalie, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I am a recruitment consultant from Bromley. In my spare time, I am renovating is probably a strong word, but renovating my house.
What, painting?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Clearing up.
Paying other people to do things.
Paying other people to do. That's an exciting thing to be going through.
Yeah.
When are they due to finish?
It's going on and on.
It's ongoing.
And on, yeah.
OK, but think how lovely it'll be when it's done. Oh.
Yeah, fast forward 20 years.
Nice. OK, now, Natalie, who are you going to go for on our board of presidents?
This isn't one of my strongest subjects, but I'm going to go with the bottom one, the first president on the $1 bills. I think that's Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln.
OK, you're going to say Abraham Lincoln for the bottom one. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. No, bad luck. Not Lincoln.
Sorry.
I'm afraid that scores you 100 points.
Yeah, not Lincoln, I'm afraid. I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much indeed. Michael, welcome back to Pointless. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm a plumber in South London.
Excellent. Now then, Michael, that board's all yours. This is your time to shine, Michael.
That could be a bit difficult.
Talk us through as many of those as you can.
There's the obvious one, which would be Donald Trump, which is married to Melania. I'm not going to go for that one. I'm going to take a chance. Actually, no. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go for Donald Trump, married to Melania.
OK, you're going to say Donald Trump for married to Melania. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Donald Trump. It's right. Wow, 65.
Let's fill the rest of these in, shall we? The top one, middle name Milhouse?
Nixon.
Nixon, yeah, Richard Nixon. He would have scored you 32. Now, do you know the World War I president?
Is
Woodrow Wilson.
Is it now?
Yeah,
Good.
it is.
Good. Marvellous.
Good score, though. 4 points for that. Very well done if you said that. The first president was not Lincoln, it was Washington. 27 points, and the best answer on the board that drafted the Bill of Rights, etc., etc.
Madison.
James Madison, yeah, very well done. Now plays for Leicester City.
Yeah.
3 points for Madison.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. OK, we are halfway through the rounds. Let's take a look at those scores. I can tell you that 21 is our lowest score. Very well done indeed, Sue. And I can tell you that 100 is our high score. Bad luck, Natalie. Good luck, Rachel. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, time for 7 more haikus. Here they come, each of them describing a different US president. We have got 1863 saw this man deliver the Gettysburg Address. Born in Hawaii, African-American who said, yes, we can. Was born in Georgia, once managed a peanut farm, won a Nobel Prize. Born of Dutch descent, nicknamed Little Magician, also the Sly Fox. Denied his affair. House voted to impeach him. He was acquitted. A former actor. He told Mr. Gorbachev to tear down this wall. And briefly, President, long inauguration speech, died in 30 days. I will read those again. 1863 saw this man deliver the Gettysburg Address. Born in Hawaii, African-American who said, yes, we can. Was born in Georgia, once managed a peanut farm, won a Nobel Prize. Born of Dutch descent, nicknamed Little Magician, also the Sly Fox. Denied his affair. House voted to impeach him. He was acquitted. A former actor. He told Mr. Gorbachev to tear down this wall. And briefly, President, long inauguration speech, died in 30 days. There we are. Holly, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
So I'm a physical geography student at Aberystwyth University, and in my free time, I'm a cheerleader for the university team.
Literally a cheerleader?
Yeah.
Yes. So how often do the cheerleaders get together to rehearse their routines?
So on average, I do think cheer-related around 4 times a week, and then I run the nights out on a Wednesday.
The night you run the nights out. I see. Well, you just go out and you hit Aberystwyth hard, leaving the pom-poms at home. That's pretty much the shape of it. Good stuff. Well, that sounds fun. Now, 65's your score. 34 or less keeps you in the game even at this early stage. Who are you going to go for, Holly?
I'd be lying if I said this was my speciality. So like my dad, I might have to play it safe. Could probably have a guess at the bottom one, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to go for the president that was born in Hawaii and go Obama.
OK, Barack Obama says, Holly, here is your red line. Can you get close to that red line with Obama? Let's find out. Down it goes to 55. That's really not bad. Takes your total up to 120.
Yeah, may well be enough. Well done. Yeah, he had a meteoric rise to fame, really. He was only a senator for 2 years before he announced his presidential candidacy. It's a very short amount of time.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Rachel, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm currently living in Bromley in Kent, but I'm originally from the west of Ireland. And in my spare time, I like to watch TV and films, go to the theatre, and just spend time with my friends and family.
Very good indeed. Now, Rachel, you're on 100, which means 19 or less keeps you in the game. Do you think there's one up there you could get?
I know one of them for sure, but I'm not 100% that it would be 19. I think it's one of the more obvious ones. I think I'm going to just go and play it safe and go for Bill Clinton for Denied His Affair. OK, Bill Clinton. The impeached one. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bill Clinton. There's your red line. Well, Bill Clinton is right. 44 takes your total up to 144.
Yeah, I had to take a risk there, really. I'm afraid Bill Clinton, he once shook hands with JFK when he was president. Bill Clinton was 16 years old. It's nice passing on the torch.
That's nice. Thank you very much indeed. Now, so, Roger, welcome to Pointless. Tell us about yourself.
I'm retired now. I spent 24 years in the Royal Navy, and then I've retired twice because then I moved to Dubai and worked there from there till I retired again when I was 55.
So double retirement.
Double retirement.
You, twice as much to relax from now. So what do you fill your time with these days, Roger?
Looking after Sue. She's work. And we run an after-school club teaching the children programming.
Very nice.
With the robots that you make out of the famous bricks.
Very good indeed. I know the ones. I know the ones you mean. Now, Roger, there you are on 21. That means you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. You are through. Takes the pressure off a little bit. Do you want to see if you can find a nice low-scoring one?
I'm going to take, because I'm not quite sure he did a peanut form, but I'm going to go for Jimmy Carter.
OK, for Born in Georgia, Jimmy Carter. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. No red line for you. You're already through. Jimmy Carter is right. And down that goes 15. Very good indeed. Taking your total up to 36.
Yeah, served on a submarine for 5 years as well in the US Navy, Jimmy Carter, and won the Nobel Peace Prize. Quite a man all round, actually.
And
Jimmy
yet
Carter.
we remember him for the peanuts.
But yes, exactly.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Suji,
Yes.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself.
So I'm a biomedical scientist. I'm in my final year at university.
And what are your interests, Suji?
So I love baking and I love watching movies, films, yeah, stuff like that.
OK, good stuff. Now, again, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score here. Do you fancy talking us through that board?
No, this is probably the worst kind of category to come up for me, so I'm not sure at all.
OK.
The answers that I knew have already come up, so I was just going to guess Gerald Ford for the Sly Fox one.
OK, the Sly Fox, little magician, Gerald Ford. Well, let's see if that's right. Not Gerald Ford, I'm afraid. Couldn't matter less. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 140, but you're still here.
Should we fill in this board for
Yes,
the top?
let's.
The Gettysburg Address.
Was Lincoln.
That's Lincoln, yeah, absolutely. Abraham Lincoln would have scored 21 points, not many. Now, the Dutch descent...
I'm going to guess Van Buren.
Well, it's got a Dutch name.
Yeah.
Right? You're absolutely right. Martin Van Buren, 4 points as well for that. Terrific answer. Who told Mr. Gorbachev to tear down the wall?
Reagan.
Reagan, he did indeed. He would have scored 33. The best answer on the board, though, is the bottom one, briefly President. His dad was one of the signatories of the Declaration of Independence, and his grandson became president. He was president very briefly, and it was William Henry Harrison. Very well done if you said that, because it would have scored you 2 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, so we are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Rachel and Natalie, I'm afraid you are that first pair. Sorry to say goodbye to you so soon, but you'll be back next time.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll go much further there. But meantime, thank you so much, Rachel and Natalie. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are. Only 3 pairs remain now. Sue and Roger, what about you? Were the only of our pairs to have your scores in double figures. Everyone else in triple figures. Look at that. And Roger, you were our lowest individual scorer there, so very well done. Anyway, best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is board games. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many 2-word spaces on the Monopoly board as they could. Richard.
Yeah, simply looking for any space on the classic London Monopoly board, please, that has 2 words only. Please don't say in jail or just visiting.
OK, thank you very much indeed. OK, so Suji, we come to you first.
Yeah, I'm probably going to... I don't know if this is a risk or not, but I'm going to say it. Water bill?
Water bill.
Yeah.
OK, water bill, says Suji. Let's see if that's right. I'm afraid not water bill. That scores you 100 points.
But at least now you know whether it was a risk or not.
Yes, that's true.
It turns out it was.
It was. It was indeed. Now, Sue, what are you going to go for?
One that came straight to mind was Fenchurch Street Station.
OK. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Fenchurch Street Station for their 2-word space on the board. OK. Bad luck, Sue. You know, yeah, there we are. That's caused you 100 points.
It has started off ever so well this round, everybody. And I did not think we'd see the level of risk that we are taking.
No.
To go for a 3-word square for a 2-word, I mean, that's tightrope walking of the heart. I mean, I'm sorry it didn't pay off for you. It would have been lovely if it had, but I can't. I just couldn't take it.
I think you were right too. I'm sorry, but I think you were. Thank you very much. OK, now, Holly, good luck.
Really don't want to be the 3rd 100 on this so far, but I'm going to say Pall Mall.
Wow. Never have we had a reaction like that before. Pall Mall, says Holly. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Pall Mall. It's right. Down it goes to 40. Very well done indeed.
Very well done, Holly. Yeah, Casanova once lived on Pall Mall briefly.
Of course he did.
Didn't he? Yeah, used to commute in from Fenchurch Street Station.
To Pall Mall.
Moved out when his water bill was too big.
Yeah, quite right. Thank you.
Casanova.
Interesting.
On Pall Mall.
Is there a plaque there for him? I hope there is.
Well, there's plaques for everyone on Pall Mall, aren't there?
That's true. Thank you. Well, before we head back up the line, let's just remind ourselves of the scores. Only 2 scores between the 3, 140. Well done, Holly and Michael, for being the 40. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So then, Michael, remember, we're looking for any space on the Monopoly board which has a name consisting of exactly 2 words.
Vine Street.
Vine Street, says Michael. Here is your red line. If you can get below that red line, even at this early stage, you are into the head-to-head. How many people said Vine Street? It's right. You are through. Look at that. Down goes Vine Street for 13. Fantastic. 53 is your total.
Very well played, Michael. That's a plumber who's been on call-outs all over London, isn't it?
OK. Now, Roger.
Well, Vine Street was my answer. I'm going to have to go for Covent Garden.
OK, Covent Garden, says Roger. Let's see what happens when we say Covent Garden. No red line for you, as you're currently the high scorers. Joint high scorers. No, bad luck. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 200.
I have some good news for you, though, which is it is 2 words.
Yes.
So that is, as a couple, you are learning, which is good.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Sujan, here we are. You have a target of 99 or less.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go for community chest.
Community chest,
Yeah.
says Sujan. Here is your red line. Get below that, you're into the head-to-head. How many people said community chest? It's right, and you're through. Well done. And down it goes to 19. Very well done indeed. 119 is your total. There's a place for you in the head-to-head.
You have to admire the calmness with which Sujan ended that round for us. After the carnage before you, just absolutely, you knew exactly what you were doing. Congratulations, well done. No pointless answers at all, so I'm going to take you through the low scorers. You got a guess on this one?
Free parking.
Free parking, 17. Not terrible.
Super tax. That would be
Super tax is a good answer. Super tax would have scored you 4.
Yeah.
There's a street, which is the lowest score of all. 2 points if you said Marlborough Street. 4 points for super tax and income tax. 7 points for Pentonville Road, Whitechapel Road, and an electric company. 9 for Northumberland Avenue. 10 for Euston Road. 11 for Coventry Street, which I think is what you were thinking about, Roger. We all saw what happened. You would have got 11 as well for Bow Street. Waterworks, Suji, would have scored 14 points. 15 for Marylebone Station. Do you see how that's only got 2 words in it, the station there, Marylebone Station? 15 as well for Fleet Street. 24 for Leicester Square, 25 for Oxford Street and Trafalgar Square, 26 for Regent Street, Bond Street 27, and the biggest scorer of all, Park Lane 42.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Roger and Sue, I'm afraid it is you to whom we must say goodbye. We'll see you next time, though. And I have absolutely no doubt you'll soar through to the head-to-head and beyond. But meantime, thank you very much indeed, Roger and Sue. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Holly and Michael, Suji and Sujan. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But here is a chance for us to boost that jackpot. Our exciting jackpot boosting round where we search for pointless answers. Here we go. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Sherlock Holmes stories as they could, Richard.
Yep, we're going to show you 6 titles on the board. As always, 2 of them are pointless answers. If you get one of those, we'll add £250 to the jackpot. But 2 of them are incorrect answers as well. 2 of them are red herrings up there. So very, very best of luck. Don't forget, no jeopardy here. No one's going to beat anyone. You can help each other out. But see if you can get those 2 pointless answers between you.
Thanks very much indeed. So let's reveal our possible Sherlock Holmes stories. 2 of them are red herrings, as Richard says. The Adventure of the Norwood Builder. The 5 Orange Pips, The Killings at Badger's Drift, The Disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax, The Adventure of the Clapham Cook, and The Valley of Fear. There we are. Holly and Michael will go first.
I'm thinking. This isn't going to be anything I'm going to be particularly good at, but in terms of what's most realistic, I think The Disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax. Sounds fairly accurate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're just going to take a punt and go for that.
OK, you're going to go for Lady Frances Carfax. Let's see if it's right. Let's see if it is the pointless answer. It's right. Oh, that's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Holly and Michael. The disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax is a pointless answer. So, Suji and Sujan, we turn to you. Can you find the other pointless answer on that board? What do you think?
Any of them, you know, for sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I think the 5 orange pips is maybe like a red herring towards the Thatcher one, because that had a number to it as well.
No, I think that is a real one.
Is that a real one?
Yeah, I'm not sure about any of the others,
that could
though.
be pointless then if it's a real one.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with the 5 orange pips.
OK, 5 orange pips. Let's put that to the test. Is it pointless, the 5 orange pips? It's right. Down he goes to 1. There we are, 1.
So nearly the clean sweep there. Yeah, 5 orange pips. They reference it in Sherlock in the series there. Now, I'll tell you the other one that scored a point. So it's a Sherlock Holmes novel. That's The Valley of Fear. That would have scored a point. I'll give you one of the incorrect answers. One of the incorrect answers is The Killings at Badger's Drift, which was the title of the first episode of Midsummer Murders, written by Anthony Horowitz. That was an incorrect answer. So between these other two, one of them is incorrect. One of them's a pointless answer. What do you reckon?
I think Clapham Cook is too obvious. No, I mean, I think Norwood Builder is the real one.
You think there's a Sherlock Holmes story
Yes.
called The Adventure of the
Because
Norwood
Clapham
Builder?
Cook sounds obvious. Clapham Cook.
OK. What would you go for, everyone? Norwood Builder? You've got to know your own minds. You're only saying it because Xander said it. Let's find out. What was the other pointless answer?
Yes,
The Adventure of the Norwood Builder. Absolutely right. Short story from The Return of Sherlock Holmes. And The Adventure of the Clapham Cook, which you say, a writer wouldn't have written that.
It's a bit too easy.
I'll tell you what,
Clapham and
you
Cook.
think it's too easy?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me, tell Agatha Christie who wrote it.
Well, there you go.
If you're watching, Agatha, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You never know with Agatha Christie.
Easy. Never know. There we are. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. So, well done. You managed to find one pointless answer, which means we add 250 quid to the jackpot. So thanks to Lady Frances Carwood and indeed to Holly and Michael, the jackpot is up to £1,250. But who will be playing for it? Let us find out in the head-to-head. The first pair to win 2 questions will, of course, be playing for that jackpot. You are now allowed to confer. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns Pams and Pamelas. Richard.
Here, 5 faces now of famous people called Pam or Pamela, but who are they, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 famous Pams and Pamelas. Here they come. A. B. C. D. And E. There we are. 5 famous Pams and Pamelas. Holly and Michael, you go first.
Yeah. We're going to take a bit of a gamble. I think that D is Pam Ayres.
D, Pam Ayres, say Holly and Michael. OK, Suji and Sujan, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Which ones do you know?
To be honest, I don't know the faces with the names, but I just thought of a random Pamela
OK, I
and
think...
just put it to a face.
Which one's that?
Pamela Anderson.
Do we need to say which letter it is? Or do we just say
I'm
a name?
afraid it's very much a matter of matching the Pamela to the Pamela.
Do you know
OK,
any?
the name you said, I think it's C.
I think it's C. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Shall we go with that?
Yeah.
OK.
You're going to say Pamela Anderson for
Yeah.
C. So we have Pam Ayres and Pamela Anderson. Holly and Michael have gone Pam Ayres for D. Let's see how many of our 100 said Pam Ayres. It's right. Pam Ayres it is. Down we go to 34 with Pam Ayres. Suji and Sujan, meanwhile, have gone for Pamela Anderson for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson. Wow, 84 got Pamela Anderson. Very well done indeed. After one question, you are up 1-0, Holly and Michael.
It's about time Pamela Anderson and Pam Ayres went head-to-head, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
it's about time. Yeah, very well played. Shall we fill in the rest of these? A.
Is it Pamela Stevenson?
It is Pamela Stevenson,
right,
yeah,
okay,
from Not the
yes.
9 O'Clock News and many other things.
Yes.
She would have scored you 23. B. Famous tennis player, played doubles with Martina. Pam Shriver.
Pam Shriver. Marvellous.
3 points for Pam Shriver. Well done if you said Pam Shriver. Now, E. Do you recognise her?
I mean, vaguely.
But I'll tell you, she's Mindy from Mork and Mindy.
Ah.
Her name is Pam Dorber.
Pam Dorber.
Very well done if you said Pam Dorber. She would have scored you 1 point. The name Pamela was invented by the poet Sir Philip Sidney. Made it up.
Really?
Yep.
It's just made it up?
Yeah, yeah.
Made it up?
Made it up. Off the top of his head.
Just Pamela.
I suppose all names are made up at some point.
Well, I guess. Was he writing a limerick? Needed something to... Trying to think what actually rhymes with Pamela, apart from
Camela.
Camela. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I say. A bit more like a camel.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more camely.
Well, maybe a cameler is someone who looks after camels.
There you go.
Maybe you hired a camel off Pamela the Cameler.
It writes itself.
Could do. There you go.
Thank you very much indeed. So here comes your second question, and it concerns saints.
5 clues to things that have something to do with the word saint or saints.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. Fictional detective nicknamed The Saint, created by Leslie Charteris and played on TV by Ian Ogilvy. Hampshire-based football club whose nickname, drawn from the church where it was founded, is The Saints. Official name for the religion established by Joseph Smith. Its followers are commonly known as Mormons. Film star who won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for the 1954 film On the Waterfront, and the former Anglican priest who was declared a saint by Pope Francis in October 2019. I'll read those all again. Fictional detective nicknamed The Saint, created by Leslie Charteris and played on TV by Ian Ogilvy. Hampshire-based football club whose nickname, drawn from the church where it was founded, is The Saints. Official name for the religion established by Joseph Smith. Its followers are commonly known as Mormons. Film star who won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for the 1954 film On the Waterfront, and the former Anglican priest who was declared a saint by Pope Francis in October 2019. There we are. OK, now, Suji and Sujan, you will go first.
Which one? Do you know any of them?
I feel like the second one.
Yeah, I know that
That's
one.
obvious.
Yeah,
Should just go for the second one.
yeah, right. We're going to go for the second one and say Southampton Football Club.
Southampton for the football club. Now, Holly and Michael, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
So I know Latter-day Saints is, I believe, the formal name for the Mormon religion. What are you thinking? Is there anyone there that you can fill in?
I've got brain freeze. I can't think of any of these in all honesty. I'm happy to go with the one
You might
you're
have to
going
go for Church of Latter-day Saints.
OK, the Latter-day Saints. So we have Southampton and we have Latter-day Saints. In the order they were given, Suji and Sujan went for Southampton. Let's see if that is right for the Saints. It's right. That takes you down to 34. Not bad at all. Now, Holly and Michael, meanwhile, have gone for the Church of the Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. Let's see how many of our 100 got the Latter-day Saints. It's right. And it wins the point for you. Very well done indeed. 22 for the Latter-day Saints. And that means, Holly and Michael, after 2 questions, you are through to the final 2-0.
Very well played, yeah. Full name, the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints is the full name of the Mormons. Absolutely right. Now, the fictional detective, also played by Roger Moore. Remember?
Templar. Templar.
I'm going to need a first name as well.
I know you are.
It was
Pamela Templar.
There we go. It was Pamela Templar. Simon Templar. Simon Templar would have scored you 13 points. The former Anglican priest, we'll leave the film stuff for a moment.
Newman, Cardinal Newman. What was his first name?
John Henry Newman.
John Henry Newman.
Would have scored 3 points. Now, this film song, I only know because it's a lyric in a Lloyd Cole and the Commotion song, Eve Marie Saint.
Eve Marie Saint.
And it's a pointless answer, so very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So, the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head. I'm afraid, Suji and Sujan, you've been such a feature of these last 2 shows, and I'm afraid this is where the road ends. But thank you so much, Play. It's been great having you on the show. Thank you, Suji and Sujan. But for Holly and Michael, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Many congratulations, Holly and Michael. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. Now, though, you get a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. What do you want to see come up?
Geography, solar systems could be fun because I've been watching a bit of Brian Cox recently.
OK.
Old movies, possibly.
We know what we don't want.
What don't you want?
I know I don't want Oscars or classical music.
Or politics.
Or politics.
Yeah, politics, as we know.
OK, well, as you know, 4 things will appear on the board behind me. Let's see. Best of luck. Today's selection is the Rugby League World Cup, the year 1992, orchestral classical music, and creative barbarism.
You were alive in 1992. That was 8 years before I was born.
1992 is going to be hard to just put a finger on.
I live in Wales, but I can't do rugby.
Orchestral classical music, I think we can discount that straight away. But if you go for Rugby League World Cup, it's going to be countries, probably.
If we could guess any countries from
Yeah, so maybe go for that. We might stand a better chance.
Yeah.
Go for Rugby League World Cup.
Rugby League World Cup.
Yeah. OK, very, very best of luck. 3 different questions here. We're looking for any of the following, please. We are looking for the name of any town or city in the UK or Ireland that has hosted a match in a Rugby League World Cup finals tournament. We are looking for any team that has played in any Rugby League World Cup. That's from 1954 all the way through to 2017. Or we are looking for any scorer of 3 tries or more at the 2017 Rugby League World Cup. That's the Men's Rugby League World Cup. As are all of these. So British Isles venues, towns or cities that have hosted a match. Teams who played in the Rugby League World Cup or scorers of 3 or more tries at the 2017 Rugby League World Cup. Very best of luck.
OK, well, thank you very much. As always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
In terms of teams that played in the Samoa and Tonga and
Western Samoa.
countries.
Tonga. Tonga's a good one.
Tonga's a country,
definitely
Samoa.
Tonga.
Any
Samoa.
Oceania countries are pretty good at rugby.
So Tonga, Samoa, Fiji.
Fiji could potentially be all right. I don't know about Kiribati. You've got Solomon Islands, Marshall Islands.
Go for Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands, I think, could be quite a good one. So Solomon Islands.
OK. Vanuatu is also Oceania. I feel like Samoa. I know Samoa does, I think.
Yeah, so Samoa. What was the first one you said?
We said Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands.
Samoa. Any British Isles Rugby League World Cup venues?
Just stay with the middle one, I think.
OK, should we go for Oceania? What about
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah.
OK, we've got our answers.
You've got your answers. Let's stop the clock. Now, that's confidence. Let's have your 3 answers.
OK, we're going to go for Samoa.
Samoa.
With Tonga.
Tonga. And Papua New Guinea.
And Papua New Guinea. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer? Tonga will put last. Least likely to be pointless.
Samoa.
Samoa, not 100% sure about Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, go for Papua New Guinea.
OK, Papua New Guinea and then Samoa in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We've got Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Tonga. Wouldn't it be lovely if one of these answers turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you, £1,250? What would you like to do with it if you were to win? Holly?
I've got a field trip coming up where I'm going to New Zealand. Any money I can put towards that would be brilliant because I'm doing a little bit of travelling afterwards.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, how long are you going to be in New Zealand for?
I'm actually just with the university for 10 days and then I'm staying a couple of days after in Queenstown and then I'm heading off to Sydney.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Michael, how about you?
I don't think I'm going to see a penny of it. I think it's going to go to funding this one's travels. So I'll be happy if she's happy. So.
OK, well said. Well, best of luck. Let's see how these answers fare. In all 3 cases, we're looking for teams that have played in the Rugby League World Cup. Your first answer was Papua New Guinea. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Papua New Guinea. It is right. It is right. It merely has to be pointless now for that £1,250 jackpot to be winging its way to you. Here we go. Single figures still going down with Papua New Guinea to 3. Look at that. Very well done indeed. That's a great score. And that's your first answer.
Yeah.
Let's hope your next 2 answers can do even better, and one of them might even be pointless and win that jackpot for you. Samoa is your next answer. Again, it's countries who've played in the Rugby League World Cup. If Samoa's pointless, 1,250 quid is yours. Well, Papua New Guinea was right, took us all the way down to 3. Samoa is right. Now it takes us down through the 30s. We're into the 20s, into the teens. Still going down for Samoa to 11.
Yeah, that'd be
OK,
higher.
11 for Samoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Your third and final answer, the one you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer, was Tonga. Again, it's Rugby League World Cup teams. If Tonga is pointless, you leave with £1,250. How many people said it? Tonga, best of luck. Tonga's right. 3 correct answers. Very well done indeed. Your first answer was Papua New Guinea, took us down to 3. Samoa then took us down to 11. Tonga now takes us down through the teens. Not into single figures, sadly. 3 great answers there, though. 3 fabulous answers, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer you needed to win that jackpot. But don't forget, you get to take home a pointless trophy each, so very, very well done for that. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much. Richard?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty well-chosen category. You were certainly going down the right lines with some of those answers as well. Should we take a look at the pointless answers in the different categories? We'll start with the towns and cities which have hosted World Cup matches. Huddersfield, Limerick, Llanelli, Reading, some great rugby league towns in here as well. Barrow, you could have had Bristol, Gateshead, Keighley. Lee was a pointless answer. Neath, Rochdale, Swinton, a pointless answer. Watford, Workington and Wrexham. Those are the pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of those. Now, those countries. Let's take a look, shall we? Netherlands, New Zealand, Maori had a team in 2000. Russia, Serbia, you were talking about some island groups. Cook Islands was a pointless answer. And also Morocco. Those are the only pointless answers there. Now, some of these players who scored 3 tries or more. You could have had Billy Slater, David Mead, Jermaine McGilvery, Tuimo Ala Lolahia. Those are all pointless answers. The only ones that scored points at all there, Valentine Holmes, Callum Watkins and Wade Graham. Everyone else who scored 3 tries or more was a pointless answer. So very well done if you got one at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you so much, Holly and Michael. I'm sorry you didn't win the jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,250. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.